Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. What we have here is something that's really super cool. My buddy Romualdo, you'll remember him. I built the two Fieros for him, Fiero Red and Fiero Blue on that series, which I'm happy to say a bunch of you watched and heard only good things about it. You guys really enjoyed it, so I'm glad about that, and I'm happy because I do this stuff for you guys. Uh, well, I do it for myself also, but I really love the fact that you guys enjoy what I'm doing. So I'm just going to keep doing it no matter how silly it seems. Um, but I just got this, came in the mail. I found out he had these and he had a few extras, so I just had to jump right on them. It's going to combine two of my favorite worlds together. So let's open it up so we can see exactly what we got going on here. Get out our trusty X-Acto knife. Got it really nicely packed up here. Enough tape on there, Romaldo? I mailed him something out. Now he's mailing me something out. We're like mailing buddies. All right, guys. You guys ready for this? This is incredibly cool. Dun, dun, dun. Check this out. This is from a third-party company, and they make what I would like to call modern Transformers. Now, they're not called Transformers for obvious copyright reasons. They're called xtransbots. And this is the xtransbots Master Series. But what's even more important about this is that, guess who that is? All right. Any idea? Any idea? Anything? Anything? You guys know anything? Anything? Nope. This is their version of Punch Counterpunch, the only Transformer who was ever made as a Pontiac Fiero. And they completely modernized it using the newer technology now. This is amazing. I have to take a look at it. It's number 87, I guess, in their series. It's called Double Agent Bond James, which is kind of cool, kind of a play on the James Bond thing. So let's take a look at this. I am completely blown away by this. Super excited. Look at that. There we go. xtransbots. So hold on just a second, guys. Now, I can't show you the new one without first going over the old one in case for any of you guys who haven't seen this. This is the original Punch Counterpunch from the 80s. I have.
You can trust me, Rodimus. You can trust me, Galvatron.
Introducing the Transformer Double Spy. From a supercar, he can transform into a heroic Autobot or an evil Decepticon.
I have two of them. I keep one in the car form because, as you can see, it is obviously a Pontiac Fiero. Very nice representation of it. You can see all of the Fiero styling cues in it. Very neat. And then, as a robot, he's got two forms, which you can flip him around. There's one, bring it back around. There's the other. And he's got this really cool feature, which is a heat-activated emblem that'll show you who he is. Let's see if it still works. It's got to be 40 years old now. Oh, see, it's starting to come out. Hold on. It goes from black to the either Autobot or Decepticon. I forget which one is which here. Let's see if we can bring it out a little bit more. There it is. There's our Transformers emblem. Now that's going to go back to being black as soon as it cools down. Sure that I left my finger on there to get a little brighter. You can see all of the original stickers on it. I mean, this was really made in the way they made toys in the 80s. This is a truly 80s bit of technology and vintage toy. Love this thing. These are two of my favorite Fiero and Transformers memorabilia. But now that we've seen the old one, let's take a look at this guy. because this is the one that we're all really excited about. So let's open him up. Okay. Against my whole philosophy of keeping them in the boxes, but this one I am super excited about, and I have to see. Now, this has never been opened up. Romaldo told me that he bought it. He bought a couple of them, but these have never been opened. All right, let's put the box to the side, and let's see what we get here. Whoa, here we have an extra face. I guess that must be from one of his modes. And here go his guns. This one, which is obviously an homage to his double-barreled cannon here. Here he's got a different version of it. And another homage to his big gun here. So you can see the styling cues, which are similar between them, which is kind of cool because it just harkens back to the original. And here is his face. I guess the face is removable, so you can have two different versions, as opposed to the flip over helmet here that reveals one face or the other. So that is very cool. Now let's see what we have here. You guys are saying, "Oh, just open up the box and let us see it." Why are you dragging this out? This is called building tension and excitement. Oh, very cool. It comes with a little trading card sealed in the plastic where it's going to stay, where it tells you all about. Let's see if we can zoom in on that so you guys can read it at your leisure. There we go. And we can just get the glare off it. And let's see if we can't get to that. There it is. So there you can read all about them. What's his phrase here? Don't mention your move before you make your move. Double Agent Bond James. But he's always going to be punch counterpunch to me. But I do understand. Trademark. Blah, blah, blah. And here we have our instruction manual. And our whole transformation procedure. Really nice instruction manual. Look at this. They really did a nice job on this. I mean, I don't know much about this company, Transbots. Got their stats here. Don't know much about them. We're going to have to do a little research on them to figure out. I don't even know where they're from. So, all right, guys. I think I have tortured you enough. Bring it out. And let's do it. Dun, dun, dun. Let's do it this way. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, wow. Look at that. Let's pull this puppy out of here. Wow. Take a look at that. We are definitely going to be unwrapping this one. It is massive compared to the original and heavy. Metal? Are these metal or plastic? Oh no, there is die-cast metal in here. Wow. Holy mackerel. And our QC pass sticker. I mean, how do they do their quality control? Do they have a guy there that just uh, transforms them all day long until he's sure that they pass the test? Now, it does have opening doors. Oh, look at this. It does have opening doors. How cool is that? Look at that. The doors do open. Which really doesn't make much sense because all you see when you look inside is the folded up robot. Oh, look at that. That is cool. Oh, and this is nice. You can align the doors so that they close properly all the time. There are little tabs on the doors here. and you can tab them in, which locks them into place. Very neat. Now there is a little bit of wiggle to the body, but there are so many folding components in here. You would have to expect a little bit of that. Let's see if we can get this door to close all the way. Well, we have a little bit of a issue here with the door, but that's okay. Here you can see all of the Fiero styling cues. I mean, this is without a doubt a Pontiac Fiero. It's even got the lace wheels. We have our body molding, our marker lights in the right place. There's our air intake. We even have headlights. Do these headlights pop up? I'm not really sure if they do or not, but we're going to find out. Wow. Now, let's look at them side by side. Take a look at that. I mean, that is amazing. The new one really gets the Fiero body perfect in the way that they couldn't do in the 80s because of the limitations in the way they made these things. But the new one really does look amazing. This is definitely going right into my display area. And it looks like we have die-cast metal here and plastic. Yeah, it feels like metal. So it's amazing. And rolls well. Looks like we have rubber tires. Undercarriage is, well, what it's going to be. There's a robot under there. Let's see. Wondering what this does. Don't really know. So we're going to have to perform our transformation, and we'll see what he looks like as a robot. Oh, this is so cool. I mean, I'm just really digging looking at him as a car. This really is cool. It looks almost like a 1/32nd scale, or maybe a little bit bigger. I know there's no real scale to this, but this is the 1/32nd scale Camaro. No, it's bigger than 1/32nd. It's not 1/24th. If I hold it next to the other one. Not really sure what scale it is. Between 1/24th and not 1/25th, really. But somewhere between 1/32nd and 1/25th. That is extremely cool. Wow. All right. We're going to work on transforming it, and we'll be back with the fully transformed Punch Counterpunch, aka Bond James. All right, guys, we have the entire Punch Counterpunch Bond James double agent here, completely set up, and we got it right next to its 1980s counterpart. Now let's take a look at the two fieros together. This is very, very cool. This is just a modern day iteration of the original 1980s toy. And you can see how the modern day car just really, really sticks a lot more toward realism than the 80s toy did. I'm really blown away by how good this Fiero looks. But you can see how they tried to keep the spirit of the original toy alive here. As you can see, the two black stripes on the back of the car to mimic the original black stripes that were the legs of the original toy. The red wheels, which are now anodized lace wheels to mimic the original red wheels of the original toy. Really is a gorgeous piece. Now, the transformation is very involved, as in order to make this type of realism, you really have to make this thing go through its paces to transform. You can see all of these panel lines. Each one of these is a separate movable part. Didn't record the entire transformation sequence, as it was very involved, and took me quite a while to get for the first time around. Now it is, now that I've done the first one, I'm pretty sure I can blow right through it easily. But it's a very, very cool homage to the original Punch Counterpunch. And if you're wondering about his alter ego, here it is. Takes very little to turn him into his alter ego. The face is hidden here behind this panel, which I think they should have probably painted black, but in order to hide it a little better. The only criticism I really have of this toy, as the face will, you can flip it up, turn it around, and boom, and there's the opposing face. Whereas on the original toy, basically you just had to turn him around and flip the helmet over, and there's Counterpunch. Flip him around, flip the helmet over, and there's Punch. Here you actually just flip the face up, spin it around, and there he is. So it is a very cool toy. Well, I wouldn't exactly call this a toy, as I wouldn't buy this for a very young child to play with or try and transform, because it is very involved, and there, even though it is a very heavy piece, it's got a very sturdy metal base in it, which gives it quite a bit of weight. Now, one of the things I do have to give them credit on is that they made the plastics a bit flexible, because there are some many very small pieces which have to be pried open and moved in order to complete the transformation. And for the most part, the plastic is quite a bit flexible, so it'll let you really maneuver it around in order to get it to transform. It's kind of scary at first because you feel like you're going to break it, but it really does work, as you can see here. So I'm very happy with it, and it'll be on display in my Fiero memorabilia right next to the original. Very cool.